Hello boys and girls, my name is White Rhino PSO, and today we are continuing Morrowind. So, in the last video, we did kill that necromancer for the Tribunal Temple, and then we finished off the last two Thieves Guild quests being offered in Sadrith Mora, one of which involved delivering that cookbook we had stolen previously, and the other involved stealing an ebony staff from a Telvanni wizard. Now we are back in Balmora to continue on the main quest, but before we get to that, I want to talk about some of the stuff I did off camera. Now, some of the things I usually try to remember to do between videos is eat all the alchemy ingredients I had on me, repair any of my armor and weapons that that need it. I also went around town selling off some of the different things that I had on me. But this time, one of the other things I did was to pay for a bunch of training in mysticism, because the mysticism skill is one of the ones that both the Tribunal Temple and the Mages Guild favor. Now, the Mages Guild just needs one skill at 40 and two at 10, so I can get a promotion in the Mages Guild. The Temple needs one of them at... The Temple needs one of them at 50. Now, I was only able to bring my mysticism up to 40 because the governing attribute is willpower, and my willpower has a current maximum of 40. So you can't pay to train beyond what the governing attribute is. So I'm either going to have to spend some time working on my mysticism on its own, or I'll have to find another skill. Yeah, speed is 57, and unarmored is based off of speed, but if I paid for another 10 levels of unarmored, that means I would end up gaining a full character level, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it might push me into more difficult fights. The other thing I did was to spend a little bit of time making some more enchantments. And the two that I created, one I called the Amulet of the Asthmatic, which restores 20 points of fatigue over 20 seconds. For reference, what was the other one? The other one we had was 10 to 30 points for 1 second, and it only had 5 uses. This thing only takes 8 worth of charge and has 100 charge, so I can use it at least 8 times, probably closer to 10. I'm terrible at math, but anyway, each time I use it, I'm getting 200 points of fatigue back over the course of 10 seconds. And if that doesn't sound impressive, this is so good that I can use this and then run through town and not actually lose any fatigue. The other enchantment I made was the Amulet of Cauterization, which gives me 20 points of health over 2 seconds. That means I currently have a max of 81 health. This thing will heal me for half of my health pool over the course of 2 seconds. So hopefully these two enchantments combined is going to make combat, if not just moving around and not having to wait around while, my amulet of stamina is recharging. So hopefully there will be less times where it's just making loud noises over and over again as I keep using that amulet. But for now, we have a spy master to talk to.
Well met.
Climbs and Hides, thank you for your report. I'm very happy you've been cured. Unfortunately, I've had a bit of bad news. I've been recalled to the Imperial City. You'll be promoted to operative and will head the Blades here in Vardenfell until I return. I've only waited here to give you your final orders before I go. Oh, Jesus. Recalled. Internal politics. Some concern about my sugar. Yeah, he is a skooma addict. I thought about refusing the recall, but they have members of my family back in the capital. I'm afraid it may have something to do with the problems with the succession. As the Emperor's health declines, factions are maneuvering for advantage. I may be gone for a while. That's why you're promoted to operative. That makes you the ranking Blades officer, or agent, here in Vardenfell District, as far as I know. There may be other Blades agents here I don't know about. It wouldn't surprise me. I may be gone for a while, and you'll have expenses. Here's some gold, and you can use the house until I return. I won't be needing these blacks or the ring while I'm here in Cyrodiil. Maybe they'll come in handy. Take good care of them. Oh, Caius's black pants and shirt and his ring have been added to my inventory. All right. Head of the Blades. There's nothing to it. Each agent has his own assignment and reports directly to Cyrodiil. You're promoted to operative mostly to preserve your independence. You're no fool. The days of the Empire are almost over. Really? I don't know how much time passes between the events of Morrowind and Oblivion, but when the Emperor dies, 9 hells are gonna break loose. Forget about the Imperial City. Think locally. Worry about the 6th House and Dagoth Ur, and squabbles between the great houses and the colonists. The rest of the political nonsense doesn't amount to a plate of scuttle. Ugh. All right. Final orders. Continue pursuing the Nerverine prophecies as the Emperor commands. First, go to the Hall of Wisdom and Justice and get Meramilo to help you find the lost prophecies. She's being watched. If something has gone wrong, find her private quarters. She'll leave you a message there under the code word Amaya. Then take the lost prophecies to Nabani Mesa. From that point, you'll have to follow her directions and follow the prophecies. Good luck. All right, man. Yeah, well, it has been nice working for you, sir. All right. Fortify Sneak. Cast when used. That's going to be very useful. And 20% Chameleon on self. Nice. What's his ring? Luck and security. Jesus. So, all of the stuff that he just gave me is very helpful for thievery. The training that I did brought me down to something like 38,000 gold, and then all the stuff I sold off brought me back up to 41,000, and each of the enchantments that I made cost just under 7,000 gold, which I was kind of surprised I was able to buy both of those for so cheaply. I did also have to go and buy a restore fatigue spell, because your spell book is where the game draws the different possible enchantment effects from. So, alright, we are back off to Vivek to talk to Meramilo. And I know I can get there by way of the Mages Guild. Do I have anything on me I want to drop off? Not really. I mean, I'm below 300 pounds again. What the hell am I wearing for an enchanted cloak? Resist shock and spell absorption. I have to remember that I have that. I have not been using that during any of the fights versus magic users or bone lords. Yeah, see how fantastic this friggin' amulet is? Running full speed in a sprint, and it's not actually lowering my fatigue at all. Alright.
I don't know where to begin. It is such an honor to meet you.
To meet me? We've been working together for a while, ma'am. What do you want? Advancement. In order to advance to Conjurer, you must pay your guild dues of 200 septims. Will you pay these dues now? 200 septims when I have 29,000? Sure, I guess. Excellent, Climbs and Hides. Now that these formalities are out of the way, I can grant you the rank of Conjurer. Duties? Alright, so Rannis Athurst is completely out of duties now. I know that Ajira has more duties for me, but I'm not sure if it's Conjurer or if it's Wizard that I need to be before she'll give them to me. Let's find out.
May I help you?
Duties. Ajira knows many secrets, but they are not yet for friend Climbs and Hides. Speak with Ajira again when you are a warlock. I'm not sure where that ranks in the different titles of the Mages Guild. Rhanis Athris might have duties, but Jure does not like her. Alright, maybe Edwina Elbert.
Greeted friend, welcome.
So I'm actually going to stop off in Aldrune just to see if I can now get a job from Edwina. Because I know I'm still currently on a job for Skink. Duties. I am so glad you asked, Conjurer. At this delicate phase of my research, I need to study a Dwemer tube. They're easy enough to find. I believe I saw some in Arkingthunch Sturdums? Jesus. When I was last there. Would you be willing to travel there and bring back a Dwemer tube? Sure. I appreciate your dedication, Climbs and Hides. Arkingthunch Sturdums is northwest of Nisus, but there's an easier way to get there. Go to Aldvalathi and follow the coast to the west. Alright. West of Aldvalathi or northwest
I must say, I find
of
you most
Nisus.
interesting right now. Please go ahead.
Aldvalathi west. So it's way the hell up here. Now, I think I actually have a Dwemer tube in my my house in Balmora, but I think I'd rather actually go and deal with another Dwemer ruin, because the combat and potential loot is going to be a lot more lucrative. Where am I going? I forgot. I'm supposed to be traveling to Vivek. Yeah, Vivek. I might even track down Mr. Gentleman Jim Stacy while we're here. I'm already on a quest for Skink. Nobody in Caldera offers quests. So I guess we are
How
off.
can I help you?
Jesus, ma'am. We are off to Vivek. That's not the way to go. I don't know how long it takes for the amulet to recharge. So I shouldn't be abusing this too much. Alright, now where the hell... Alright, that's a blacksmith. That's another smith. I seem to remember there was a quest about the two blacksmiths feuding with each other. That's the Fighters Guild that I don't think I can work for yet. Do I have a topic G? Gentleman Jim Stacy. Semine Frelini's bookstore in the Foreign Quarter. So, it's not in the main Foreign Quarter, or the top floor. It might be in here. That's the lower. Are there really no... I don't think there are any actual stores in the Upper Wasteworks. Which is weird because generally you would assume that the Upper Wasteworks of an area... Enchanter, Jobasha... You would think that the upper area would be... Wait a minute. We're in the Foreign Quarter. Enchanter, Jobasha, Alchemist, Apothecary, Black Shulk. Am I missing something? That's the button. Back to G, back to Gentleman. The back room of a bookstore in the Foreign Quarter. Now, I know that there are houses.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
Do you have directions to... you don't even have that listed. Someone in particular. Here in the Foreign Quarter, you'll find the Imperial Guilds, Fighters Guild, Mages Guild, and Imperial Cult Shrine. Ooh, I didn't know about that. Down in the Canal Works. Redorans are in Redoran Compound, and Telvanni are in Telvanni Compound. Hlalu are in Hlalu Compound. Well, I kind of figured that. but also in St. Deln and the St. Olms cantons. Temple priests, clerks, and ordinators are in the Hall of Wisdom and Halls of Justice. Some fighters live and train in the arena. What about... I did notice... Yeah, I don't feel the need to tell you about that. What if I butter you up with $100? I've heard he frequents a bookseller's place in the foreign quarter. Well, friggin' that part I knew. Alright, is it down here? Because this is the canal works. Maybe there is a bookstore. I know there's the sewers. Oh, well, here's the cult. Maybe it's across the way. I know there's a sign here. Trader. Clothier. Jarasha Healer. Tomb. Trader. Underworks. Lower. I'm having trouble finding this friggin' place.
Go on about your business.
That's the Underworks again. I feel like half of continuing with the friggin' Thieves Guild is just going to be trying to figure out...
What's this about?
...how to find this guy. Alright, that's just going to lead to the Canal Works again, I think. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. There we go. I don't know why, but the Canal Works are not a continuous place. Like it's broken up somehow, or for some reason. Alright, so we are now in a bookseller. I am going to save my game, but I do also want to check out this guy's books to see if he has anything that will give me a advancement in any of my skills. I thought I saw an expensive book there for a second. I have a feeling that all of his best books are going to be in boxes, like the chests over here to the right. Just in case, let me talk to him first. I don't believe I've seen an Argonian with such a grand outfit in some time. Can I help you? Well, I'm looking for Gentleman Jim Stacy. I've heard of him. Oh, you have you? Have you heard about, this stack of 100 septums? I suppose I have another 100 I can drop. You bastard. How about now? Oh, yeah. After I am finished with these Thieves Guild quests, I think I might be coming for you. Well, it's a locked door. I don't think he's got a key anywhere on him, does he? I think that he is considered blocked right now for the purpose of, you know, line of sight and letting me get through this lock. Alright, ran out of uses on that one. Might as well use up one of them. Yeah, 2 uses of a journeyman don't do it, but a apprentice lockpick gets me through. Hello, sirs. Honor among thieves. Crazy Legs Arantamo. With an outfit like that, you must be doing very well for yourself. Can I help you? Gentleman Jim Stacy? Look around, fool! Yeah. Alright. I may have jobs for you, but you might be interested in something a bit different. The Bal Molag Mur. Now, one of the things I did notice while looking up quest names for tagging my videos is that Gentleman Jim Stacy does have 2 sets of quests available. There's the normal Thieves Guild quests, and then there are the Bal Molag Mur quests. There is a legend about stone firemen who brought the light of justice to the land. Though the Bal Molag Mer were thieves, they stole only from the unjust and gave to those in need. They vanished early in the Third Era and have not been seen since. I believe it is time for the Bal Molag Mer to return. Here, these gloves were used by the Bal Molag Mer to carry their burning stones from the Red Mountain. When you are ready to rekindle the fires of the Bal Molag Mer, wear these gloves and speak with me again. Well, shit, because...
Can I help you out? Do you need something?
God damn it. Hopefully I don't have to wear them for the entirety of it, because... I am now carrying more than I can safely move with, because I'm not... Well... What is it, operative? Are you looking for jobs, or are you ready for advancement? Well, I'm looking for Bal Molag Mer. I've chosen something simple for the first mission of the reformed Bal Molag Mer. I need you to return the Hlurvu locket. Brainass Hlurvu is a poor retired egg miner. He gave his family's treasured locket to the taxmen this year. The locket is now being held in Venom Manor with the rest of the taxes. Wear the gloves I gave you and pay a visit to Venom Manor in Aldrune. Find the Hlurvu locket and return it to Brainass Hlurvu in the name of the Bal Molag Mer. Venom Manor, look in Aldrune in the Manor District. Locals can tell you more. I have seen the Venom Manor door inside that giant shell where all the other manors are in Aldrune, so at least I know where it is. You know what? Why don't you give me a job while I'm here? I've heard you're a promising young member, but I'd like to see you a bit more seasoned. Come talk to me. God damn it. Come talk to me when you're a captain. Until then, practice your skills and talk to Big Helende, Habasi, or Aingoth, all three of which I have completed all of the quests of. They have generally got work that needs to be done. Well, what about advancement? No one questions your loyalty, but you must practice your skills to become Climbs and Hides the Bandit. Alright, so what are they into? Marksman, Shortblade, Light Armor, Acrobatics, Sneak, and Security. Sneak is governed by Agility, which I have tons of. Light Armor is 11, also Agility. I haven't gained any light armor at all because I haven't worn any light armor. I don't think it would be worth switching over to light armor, even if I can increase it up to, 46. What am I in Thieves Guild? I need 1 at 50 and 2 at 15. So either I need to buy my sneak up 40 points, or my light armor... Where'd it go? Where did it go? There it is. My light armor up 39 points. Right? Yes. Yes, because math. That I'm going to do at a later date. And may end up taking another large chunk of my money. But like I said, bringing my mysticism up to 40 only cost me about 2,000 gold. So, if I can find somebody who will offer me training... Do you train? You train. Shortblade. I kind of want to stick with the spears because part of the reason I chose to use spears for this character was because there are no spears in Oblivion or Skyrim, where there are short blades. And I do have some ideas that involve short blades for characters for those games. Alright, so... Wait, you have barter. Not persuasion. What do you have for barter? Books and scrolls. Why do you have a guide to Aldrune if you're here in Vivek? Alright, give me back my good gauntlets. Now I can move again. I don't suppose you offer training.
Reading?
No. Do I have any books on me to get rid of? No, it's all stuff I think I need to keep. Well, at the very least, now I know where Gentleman Jim Stacy is. He is on the east end of the canal works in the Foreign Quarter. And at the moment, Oh, nice. My mysticism is actually high enough that I can use Almzivi intervention, and it has a 99% chance of working. Oh, nice. And Mark and Recall are 87% chance now. Well, anyway, if I Almzivi intervention, that will bring me to the temple, which I believe is where I need to go. Halls of Wisdom. No, you're the High Fane. Was this the Halls of Wisdom? You are also the High Fane. Which of you... Halls of Wisdom, Halls of Justice. I think Halls of Wisdom is where Maramilo was before.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
And she was in the library.
Probably nothing. Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Just trying to find a friend of mine.
What do you think of our city, Outlander?
Hey, it's very pretty, just very, very confusing. Alright, saving my game just in case. Welcome to Vivek Climbs and Hides. I'm Balver Sarathan. Are you looking for services in the Sacred City? Maybe I can help. I'm looking for Maramilo. She works here in the library. If she's not here right now, you might find her in her private quarters. The door's across from the canon offices here in the Halls of Wisdom. Halls of Wisdom... Well, that all just brings me out. So maybe there's no doors back here either. Oh, he said in the Halls of Wisdom, not necessarily in the library. All right, so... Oh, here we go. That's the canon quarters. So there's Maramilo's quarters. I'm going to save again, because this involves picking a lock. Let me grab that apprentice lockpick I was just using. Alright. Pilgrim's Path. Well, first let me grab some of this free loot floating around. Common robe. Chest. I'll be taking that 4 gold. And more delicious alchemy ingredients. We have a note to Amaya. Amaya, sorry I missed you. I had to run some old documents over to the Inquisitor at the Ministry of Truth, and I'm likely to be tied up there for a while. Why don't you meet me there as soon as you can? Then we can leave together as soon as I'm done. And Amaya, don't forget to bring me the 2 Divine Intervention scrolls you borrowed. Or, if you use them, buy a couple of new ones for me. I think I'm going to need them soon. Janand Malini at the Mages Guild in the Foreign Quarter keeps them in stock. Alvea Saram is the guard at the entrance. Just tell her you're looking for me and she'll let you in. Your faithful friend, Mira. P.S. I left a couple of levitate potions here for you, just in case. I couldn't remember if you knew the spell or not, so I drew a couple from stock. I do like that, for the most part, anytime the game requires you to levitate, either somebody will give you the potions or you'll find them very close nearby. Thankfully, I thought to steal them from Mera before she actually told me that they were for me. So, Divine Intervention Scrolls. I'm going to take the note just so I don't forget. Hey, I do have 3 scrolls of Divine Intervention already, so I don't need to go get any.
Move along.
That goes to the Halls of Justice. I think I want to just straight...
Citizen.
Yeah. I want to straight leave this area. Because... Wait, what was the name of the place? Note to Amaya. Ministry of Truth. That is the name of the giant...
Speak, traveler.
Meteorite?
Go ahead.
It's this thing. I don't know if that would be considered an asteroid or a meteorite. I'm not an astronomer. But either way, that is the Ministry of Truth. And it is sort of a prison. Thankfully, we have the Belt of Lord Harkonnen. And as long as I can make sure that I use it again before it runs out each time, I should be able to get all the way up here. Alright. Hall of Processing, level 80 lock. And then, what is down here? Another Hall of Processing. Oh.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
I'm sorry. No pilgrims allowed in the Ministry. I'll have to ask you to leave, but you're not here to visit anyone, are you? Well, maybe? Mera said you would come. I'll say you subdued me with magic and stole my key. It opens all 3 exterior doors. The upper back door is best. You'll need other keys for other doors inside. Search for the keys in desks. No one carries keys while on duty. Mera is in Prison Keep in the cell on the far right. Mera said you'd bring scrolls to get out. Some of us are sympathetic to the dissident priests, but kill an ordinator and you'll lose that sympathy. You've got rank in the temple, maybe you can bluff your way through. Here's the key to the entrance, now get going. Alright, so personally, I remembered this from back when I played before, but Meramilo apparently got caught by the ordinators for... maybe for her research, I'm not sure. But yeah, they threw her in prison, and now it is our job to get those divine intervention scrolls to her to get her out. I have to try and remember, though, for the next video, because we're actually running out of time. What did it say? The upper back door is best. You'll need keys from other doors inside. Search for the keys in desks. Well, actually, I have some decent lockpicking skill. But yes, killing an ordinator is a very bad idea. I'm gonna get myself on top of this thing, because I'm not entirely sure. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Oh, shit. Okay, that was a little more steep than I thought. The upper back door. That actually might be the one that I passed earlier. Because, yeah, this is the outer way, and then that door is, I believe, on the underside. But yes, this is going to be fairly difficult, especially for somebody who has a sneak of 10. But I do have 2 minutes worth of invisibility. I forgot I had that. 2.5 minutes. And I'm pretty sure I've got some invisibility. I accidentally clicked. Yes, I've got 3.5 total minutes of invisibility, so long as I don't actually need to use anything in here. But that is going to have to wait for next time. So, as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.